back in this mode to complete another Super Battle Road. To be completely honest with you, this was actually the first Super Battle Road I tried on my own. And at the time, I'm like, yo, this event is fucking crazy. I'm not going to be able to beat this shit. Because honestly, for my universe survival team, there's only so many units I could bring. But after doing full power Super Battle Road and after having my ass completely blasted to smithereens, this actually is not that bad. What this team is for how I decided to go for it. It's fairly tanky, but also has a shit ton of RNG attached to it. The RNG with Big Head Stun, Mr. fucking Jiren over here. He has a chance to stun everyone. Also a little bit of RNG in the sense of dodges. UI Goku. I did rely on his dodge to some degree, but I didn't do anything crazy where I'm like, listen, I'm fucking 10 HP, let Goku dodge, because the probability of him actually dodging everything is not that high. Although he has dodged a couple times. I'll keep it a buck. This man was putting in work. And then your girls, Kefla and Caulifla, they did a pretty good job too. I mean, they're more of like Kefla. If you get enough orbs, she's kind of tanky, kind of defensive. And this was just fucking depressing, dude. The fact that this motherfucker really decided to super my boy 17 like that, bro. I was about to quit. I was about to quit right here. I was like, oh, what the fuck? But then I saw the stun and I said, you know what? Only because that stun happened, I'll give this fucking run a chance. So the potential for this team is fairly high because we do have, thankfully I do have LR Goku and Frieza. I actually was not trying to bring them because they don't have any defense associated with them. But they do lower attack and they do lower defense on their Ultra and they lower attack on their regular. So if you do have Goku and Frieza, they're not a terrible choice for this. I'll be honest, they're not the MVPs of this team. The MVP of this team would probably be UI Goku in terms of the dodges, the damage, and even the tanking when he doesn't transform. And then after that would probably be Jiren because Jiren actually gets a decent amount of stuns, and these stuns are actually really good for two reasons. One, they're stunned, they can't attack you. And two is that Jiren gets a guaranteed crit on units that are stunned. So I actually tried to find a hit friend, and I don't have a single fucking friend who has hit as a unit. I'm assuming a lot of people were like me when hit came out on Christmas. They were like, fuck it, I'm just not going to even bother. I think I may have done one or two summons. I obviously did not get him. But, he's a good unit too in terms of stunning. But thankfully, my boy Jiren, bro, there was one point in here that this motherfucker stunned back to back. And this is that point right here. As you can see, this stun, Jiren's stun is only active for one turn. So the fact that his stun just came through again simply means that he got a double stun back to back. So this battle road, I got extremely lucky. This is one of the more annoying stages, but again, I'm not even joking, dude. After I did full power Super Battle Road and getting completely dominated over and over again, I learned some things. My brain was on a different level after learning so many things from that Super Battle Road. For example, did you know that Marin is an OP support item? I actually used Marin just because I ran out of I didn't run out of Whis, but I ran out of the Frankenstein monster. Android 8, whatever. The Frankenstein monster. And I actually used the Marin as a substitute one run, and then I was like, oh shit, this is really fucking good, dude. 25% damage decrease for 3 turns. The fact that it lasts that extra turn is actually really good. Ironically, for this, the only reason it was useful is because it made 17 survive. And then we got the back-to-back stuns, which was amazing. So at this point in time, and another thing to keep in mind is that this team does get a lot better as the battle progresses because you're going to be doing attack reduction throughout. And you're also going to be doing some tanking in terms of using the 17. The fact that the 17 gets a 40% damage decrease once he has HP 70% or lower. So now he's actually tanking really well. And here I'm not worried about using an item really because I'm killing the STR unit. As long as this STR unit does the super, it didn't. I could care less. I think if this guy were to super me at this point, he's fine. He's going to do like, what, maybe 100k? Because Jiren does have very good defense. He has 130% defense. So as you can see, I don't even think fucking Marin is active. Although we do have 17, and 17 is a good unit for giving defense to other units. So this team is very good. on the right rotation and very bad on the wrong rotation. I think there's been a couple times where I came in and my first rotation was like fucking Caulifla, LR Goku, Frieza, and then maybe Kefla. That's the worst. You could use a Whis, but even then, you're getting bodied. You're taking hits, bro. That shit is painful. But, you know, right rotations, right time, not too bad. And by the way, this Kefla, I never liked her ever. Like, even in the... First of all, the fact that she's so buff is just really off-putting, because Caulifla and then Kale look semi-normal. Obviously, Kale, when she turns into a bull dyke, it's scary. It scares me. But then, fucking, once they fuse, it's like they turn into fucking roid heads. Like, it's scary, dude. I don't like that shit. And right here, I decided to let it rock. I said, fuck it. My boy, UI Goku, he gonna have to put that RNG to work. Because I hate using 2 items on the first stage, because it always fucks you on the last stage. So I'm like, listen, we trying to make this shit work. So I did attack and defense reduction with LR Goku and Frieza. And then with this UI Goku, I was thinking, honestly, in my head, I'm like, listen, maybe I get lucky, get a crit, get an additional, get something. But thankfully for me, your boy dodged it. You dodge it. Look at that. Goku's dodging this dude's hits like he dodges Chi-Chi's child support payments. He's like, I ain't paying shit. I gotta go, bitch. See you later. And Kale also, or Caulifla also, decided to hit that dodge, which is really good. Really cool. Great job. Great job, Caulifla. You're really great. And right here, I was just making sure that this guy could tank this, because if he did super attack, I was kind of worried if he would do enough damage, but the fact that I'm getting a defensive boost from Android 17 and the fact that Jiren has good defense to start off with anyway, I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm not going to use an item. Like, and at this point, again, the HP is lower, so Android 17 actually does have a defensive buff where he reduces attack by 40%. So this team works best when you're low HP. That's why when I came into here, I was happy that my HP was still fucked. That's another reason why I didn't want to heal, because your boy, UI Goku, look at that, mastered it. I'm so professional. I'm such a master. My hair became white. So I will leverage the fact that he does get a decent chance to dodge. Again, he can and will let you down. I'm not going to just dodge. If I was like, fuck it, I'm going to take a huge risk, I would just leave it as is, the way he is right now, just say dodge. But I believe I have to use a Whis or something, dude. There's no fucking way that I just let this shit rock. Matter of fact, this is what I would have done. I would have used damage reduction, and then I would have used the HP up with the 25% attack up. That's what I would have done. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So this is another thing that I've gotten used to doing, is that I'm just like, listen, let's have a good turn. 2 items in 1 turn. Is it a bit heavy-handed? Yes, but look at who we have on rotation. We have UI Goku transformed. We have LR Goku and Frieza. We're going to do a lot of damage. Might as well heal, right? Let's get the HP up. And, of course, this isn't a huge deal that he didn't dodge, but it kind of sucks that he did not dodge, because your boy took a lick. What the fuck? But, yeah, so I've gotten in the habit of, especially if I have that item, where it's just like, fuck it, have a good turn. Right now, we live in large right now. We spending big money. Listen, we might not have the money at the end of the month to pay the rent, but we living good now. Don't judge us, okay? We're living good now. But UI Goku actually did dodge a decent amount of supers. I believe he dodges this too, if I'm not mistaken. Bye-bye, bitch. Get the fuck out of here, stupid, dummy, idiot. And I think this stage and these enemies are probably all an entire list of my least favorite characters in Dragon Ball Z history. Fucking Kale, Caulifla. I know a lot of people love those characters, mostly because they're female or whatever. He's kind of cool. But all these motherfuckers look goofy. All these motherfuckers look stupid. 1.5 million on this Kefla, bro. That ain't too bad. You know what, Kefla? You're not too bad. You might look like a fucking roid rage sicko, but you're not that bad. But yeah, dude. Like, I watch Dragon Ball Super clips sometimes, and there's shit that happens that just ruins it for me. Where like I was watching the UI Goku fight versus Jiren. That ain't that bad. That was pretty good. But then there's shit that, like, I see it and I'm like, ugh, what the fuck? Like during the Tournament of Power, when fucking Kefla just goes Super Saiyan 2 out of nowhere, and, like, these niggas... first of all, it's so much genjutsu that they're like, listen, you can fuse, you know that, right? Here you go. And then they just fuse. And then they basically become stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. That was essentially the connotation that Goku at the time, I think he was Ultra Instinct, if I remember correctly. But the fact that they can actually rival Goku and Vegeta, people who have been training their entire lives, people that like fucking like had to see people die in order to go Super Saiyan. Like Krillin had to die in order for Goku to go Super Saiyan. Meanwhile, Kale and Caulifla fart and they feel a fucking itch in their back and they go, "Oh, I'm Super Saiyan now." Like, it's so fucking dumb. And they started that shit at the end of Z. In all fairness to Mr. Toriyama, he started that bullshit with Goten and Trunks. But at least with them, it was like more of like, how is this possible? Like how, like Vegeta was salty. He's like, "What is this, a Super Saiyan bargain sale?" He's like, "How is this possible?" And Toriyama was just like, "Whatever, dude. They're Super Saiyan. Fucking sue me if you don't like it." But everyone, I feel like with that was kind of bullshit. But even that wasn't reaching levels of bullshit where like Goten and Trunks could nuke Goku and Vegeta. Like, that's not possible. Even fused, like it was a little bullshit. The fact that they fused and they were able to hit Super Saiyan 3. Because I remember watching. I'm like, how the fuck? And dude, honestly, dude, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 1,000,000% facts with you, right? The Buu saga, Goten and Trunks almost ruined it for me. Like, they were so fucking annoying. Like, they really almost ruined that shit for me because they were in that fucking cocky-headed genjutsu. Like, whenever, like remember Gohan when he was fighting Cell and fucking Goku's like, "Gohan, please stop draining me. Just kill Cell. I want to play with him a little bit more." He got edgy. He got real fucking edgy. "I want to play with him a bit more." That was like the second half of the Buu saga, or like the middle part, when fucking Goten and Trunks just went into genjutsu. Like, they would fuse their base form, and Piccolo's like, "All right, we'll do this again, and you'll be fucking Super Saiyan." And they're like, "No, don't worry about it. We're just gonna go fight Buu now." And I'm like, oh, you get me so fucking salty. Shout out to that dodge. UI Goku dodge. Dodge game on fleek. So far, UI Goku has dodged when he needed to dodge. I respect that about him. And again, this Goku and Frieza, they're not the tankiest units, but I can't complain about the fact that they lower attack and defense and do a shit ton of damage. So yeah, this is actually pretty good. Going into the next stage, I've used 3 items, so this is looking pretty lit. But yeah, that was so annoying, dude. Seeing Goten and Trunks just become Super Saiyan 3. And then in Super, they were just like, fuck it, dude. They had an unborn fetus contribute to Goku becoming Super Saiyan God, which is kind of like, it was a cool moment. But like, how the fuck do you have a pregnant, like, this bitch is pregnant and somehow that shit is like, I was like, what the, I'm watching this shit, I'm like, is that a fetus? Is a fetus powering up Goku right now? And it's like, what the fuck? What kind of faggot shit is this? Just to quote the voice of Goku, what kind of faggot shit is this? Yeah, I heard the tapes. I heard that shit. Dude, that was the most Mong white people shit I ever saw in my life. White people, like, they love saying shit they're not supposed to say, and that gets them horny. Like, anytime they can say the N-word, F-word, G-word, B-word, any word, and get away with it, that's when they start jerking it. Dude, Sean Schimmel wanted to get... Dude, I'm listening to... Because a bunch of Funimation tapes leaked, and people are salty. Like, people have been salty at Funimation ever since they nuked Vic, the voice actor Broly. They're like, listen, this guy didn't really do everything warranted to get fired, da-da-da. Funimation's like, shut up, stupid. Don't fucking talk to me. And now, basically, where there was a bunch of leaked voice acting tapes that got released, where the voices of fucking Goku, Krillin, fucking, who else was it? Hercule. They're all saying, like, bitch, faggot. I don't think anyone said the N-word. If they did say the N-word, their career's fucking over, bro. If fucking, you just hear Goku saying, "Hey, that guy's a nigger," and then they're like, "Whoa, Sean, what are you doing?" But faggot, is, this day and age, it hasn't gotten to the point yet where they're gonna fucking, like, the NAACP is like, listen, we don't support that shit. But if you say the N-word, we buried that shit in 2007. You say the N-word, we're coming for you, bro. We gonna come in clutch. But yeah, it was so weird. Like, what the fuck? It wasn't even funny. It was just like, oh, like, if you, dude, the best video to watch, there's a video on YouTube someone made called "Goku Calls Gohan a Fag." And like, it's just, they put Goku from the anime and they just dubbed in Sean Schimmel's voice where he's like, "Look at my son, he's a fag, super fag, what a fag." And I'm like, that's so much fucking genjutsu, dude. Like, I saw that and I'm like, dude, you gotta know, the voice actor for Broly, Vic, has to be jerking off right now, dude. If I was him, I'd be home right now, knee deep in some fucking lubricant, just going at it, just like, like Broly. You know how when Broly transforms, and just bust a nut, never seen before. But it is what it is. I mean, keep it a buck. I can't condemn them for being retarded and just fucking around. But at the same time, like, They did. Look at dude. Look at the dude. You don't know how salty. You don't know how salty I got when I saw this. I said, "What the fuck, Goku?" But I can't, like, for me, language, it's like, as long as it's not something that's hateful, like, if there was like some gay kid in the studio and they're like, look at this faggot, what a piece of shit, I'd be more upset at that. The fact that they were retarded, I mean, they're still retarded and they're probably gonna face backlash, but I mean, what they did, I guess it wasn't the end of the world. And then they could always, if they were smart, this is what white people like to do. Whenever they do some dumb shit, they like to blame some persona or character and not themselves. So, for example, Amy Schumer, a long time ago, before she was quote unquote liberal, she used to do like a bunch of like dumb, like white redneck jokes, like, oh, fucking Spanish people are dumb, or gay people are icky, or whatever it was. And then, like, once she got called on, and she's like, I was playing a character, you know, honestly, I really didn't know what I was doing. That was a character. Da, 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 da. So, like, she came correct with the bullshit she was trying to spew, which was basically, oh, no, that wasn't me. That was my character. My character named Amy Schumer that decided to say some dumb shit. So, if they're smart, they'll probably go with that approach where they're just like, fuck it. But yeah, that was pretty much Genjutsu. I mean, as bad as the Dragon Ball Super debacle is in my mind, in terms of like Kale and Caulifla going Super Saiyan for no reason, at least they never said racial epithets or fucking slander or anything crazy like that. You know, at least they were always respectful. I don't remember Kale or Caulifla ever saying no crazy shit like that. I mean, if they did, I didn't see the episode. But I guess it is what it is. And right here, I'm really happy I activated the Marin and the Snake Girl. Because the Snake Girl does defense or attack minus 30%, and then Marin does 25%. So the fact that they supered me twice here, and I honestly don't know how 17's passive works. Like, passives, you're supposed to, like, take 40% less once you start the turn. When it's 77% or less, or 70% or less, I'm not exactly sure. But, dude, everybody decided to super the 17. So I was really happy that I used the snake item and that I used the Marin, because, dude, like, I did that just in case I get supered once or twice, just to preserve HP for the next turn. I didn't think everybody and their fucking mother was going to be supering my boy. Like, what the fuck was that? But as you can see, that item was very well worth it. I was able to get the damage down with 17, do the Ultra with LR Goku and Frieza, which is exactly what you want. That's the maximizing their damage. Kind of sucks they don't have like they're pretty much like LR Baby, in the sense that they lower attack and defense, but I feel like LR Baby has more defense associated with him. Like, I don't know if it's the fact that he just gets so much key up that I get, you know, damage reduction going on. But dude, like, if LR Goku and Frieza took a wrong super, like if I had no damage, like say I had full HP and I took a super from fucking UI Goku, I think legit that would do like 300. It would do over 300k fucking damage straight up. And right now I do have the Marin active. It isn't the end of the world if I don't use any items, because I do have UI Goku dodging, right? I do have this Jiren who has high defense. And we're not really blocking improperly that much. So I figured let it rock. We got the Marin active. You know what I mean? If we get hit once or twice, as long as it isn't a super, it's not a huge deal. So I decided to go with it. And I definitely kind of wish Jiren stunned a little bit more towards the end of this battle. But I can't complain, considering that he's done back-to-back on the first stage. And the first stage, a lot of times for Super Battle Road, I think the first stage and the last stage are the hardest stages, because the middle stage usually isn't too bad, because that's when you have your Dokkan mode. That's usually when you have kind of like the rotation going the way you want it to go. But the last stage is usually just, you know, pure ass fuckery, and then the first stage is just like the fact that you don't have the rotations that you may want makes it a lot harder. But I definitely have learned to appreciate this Kefla. Kefla, I've always used her, and she's always been pretty damn good. But she has a pretty decent chance. I like, from a consistency standpoint, I've seen her do 3 supers in a row, which is very good considering the fact that she lowers defense, greatly lowers defense. So that ain't too bad. And she also has a medium chance to dodge. As you can see, she did not dodge. But thankfully it wasn't the end of the world, because Kefla does have attack and defense plus 12% per orb consumed, any orb. So it wasn't that big of a deal. And as you can see here, thankfully, I am going to just focus UI Goku. At this point, his HP is a little bit lower. I am going to use the attack up and the HP up, because I'm like, listen, I know I'm going to tank properly with 17. if for some reason 517 supers Goku and Frieza, I could die. It's a possibility. Shit happens. We're at the last stage. Why take the chance? Go all out. But I gotta say, dude, I think when it comes to like duos, like in terms of like Phi Cooler, Final Form Frieza, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the TUR Tech one with AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'd say my favorite duo is probably the 17 and Goku and Frieza because they link together amazing. They have so many key links. And the fact that 17 lowers attack and defense, the attack being the important part, means that means that Goku and Frieza gets their ultimate Omega Super Duper attack, which is awesome. And right here, just to add to the beauty of this moment, I actually get the stun with Jiren, so I don't have to worry about any defense. I do have the attack plus 25% still active. It goes for 2 turns, so that's actually a pretty good item. So as you can see here, 2.1 million on my boy Jiren, which is usually 1.4, 1.6. So I appreciate that. I like that. And at this point, it's just like, it's in the bag. Like, we took the W, plain and simple. So this was not too bad. I definitely think that, for me, that first stage was clutch. I mean, as you saw, I took, 240,000 damage from an improper super. And I almost quit the game, dude. Like, keep it a buck. The only reason I didn't quit the game is because I got the stun. And then immediately after that, I got another stun. So I feel as if this was a W situation. And again, I'm tempted to leave Goku at the end. Like, I could have gotten more damage out by doing, like, extremely lowering defense with Kefla. But I'm like, listen, if for some reason this doesn't die, if this guy does not die and he stays alive, I think Kefla can tank better. And she also has a chance to dodge. It does occur, There has been a couple times where she gets a clutch dodge. I'd say it's the same as Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta before he transforms. So it's not terrible. But as you can see here, boom, put this bomb in the shower. Ain't a pussy Aki. So we were able to complete Universe Survival Saga. This was initially, again, feeling like a really hard stage, one of the harder stages. But again, after training in the full power chamber, after getting L after L after L after L, I came here, I cleared it on my first or second attempt. It is not, I wouldn't say that stage is very easy. I'd say it is easy if you get RNG. Like, if you get blessed by RNG, it's ridiculously easy. But as you saw, the first stage, I got lucky with the double stuns. Those double stuns were crucial, dude. Those double stuns were crucial because, we have Phi asshole, we have STR asshole. It's just like a whole bunch of bullshit that goes in. And you get the wrong super, as you saw, 17 took a 240,000 super, which is ridiculous. And actually, if I remember correctly, if my memory serves me correctly, I said, listen, I saw my stones are looking good. I'm like, yeah, my stones look a little too good, bro. They looking a little bit too high. I don't want to save all my dragon stones. I want to use my dragon stones. So I go and do the patented, do a friend summon and then do a multi-summon. Ironically, if I had done a multi-summon, I would have gotten an LR, right? That's the logic, right? Whatever happens here happens there. And for some reason I have tickets. I don't know why the fuck I have tickets, but I found 2 tickets in my gift box, and I thought these were leftovers. And then yesterday I logged in after a while, and I saw that I had more tickets. So I was like, oh fuck, I low-key could have just saved for a multi, maybe. So I guess I'll see if I'm able to get enough for a multi. That'd be great because multis seem to have a little bit more luck associated with it. That'd be good. To be completely honest, the only character I would really want from the ticket summon would be Phi Omega, because I have never pulled Phi Omega. I actually focused on his banner, and I didn't pull him. I got jack fucking shit. When he oh no, actually no, I take that back. I focused on Gogeta's banner. I did 1 or 2 multis, and then I never got Phi Omega. I've never got him from a random summon, a ticket summon, a fucking any other summon. So hopefully whenever he comes to a banner, I might do 1 multi. If I don't get him, I might just buy him with the coins. I'm assuming he's gonna be 400 some odd Dokkan coins, which I'll pay that gladly, because I actually tried recently to do the Shadow Dragons Saga Super Battle Road with Ass Int Goku as the leader, and it wasn't happening. I don't have the only person I know that I believe cleared that was Talon. He did it with LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, no dupes. And it's just it ain't happening, man. Like maybe if I had dupes and Vegeta, or if I had Goku, I'd be like, yeah, fair enough, because that's very like two very decent tanky units. But it just, dude, like like the leader skill is not good. The card itself just isn't great for defensive purposes. And my Shadow Dragon box is kind of limited to begin with. I actually brought Int Ice Shenron, which is all right, but it ain't it ain't popping like it's supposed to be popping. And right here, I'm basically just trying to get an ass summon animation because I'm not gonna lie, positive, call it positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement. The fact that I got LR Gohan on the free multi, and I did it basically just fucking wasting what I thought was bad luck summon animations on the friend point banner, just like put me in Izanami. Low key, bro. Low key, this is a fake science with real results. So I basically went into Genjutsu and was like, you know what? I gotta do some more. I gotta do some more friend summons. I gotta see no one flying with Goku. That way, that's the best. Look at that. No one's flying with Goku. That way, when I go to the summon, Vegeta will be there. We'll have an LR animation. I'll get the guaranteed card. Bandai will be schemed of all their Dragon Stones. It's a win-win situation, really, when you think about it like that. So as you can see, I got happy with that ass animation. I'm like, listen, here we go. We're going to take a sip from the sepulcher. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do a multi on the Cell banner, and Yamcha shows up. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh my god, come on, dude. Like, anything else could have been better. Like, when Yamcha shows up, I've never gotten lucky to the point where, like, oh my god, I got a good card. It's just Yamcha, dude. Like, it's so fucking depressing. Like, I kind of wish they didn't show you the summon animations, because, like, back in the day, what Dokkan used to do, like, the most indication you got is instant Super Saiyan, where you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna get an SSR. Now there's so many different animations, and if you know them and you're familiar with them, you know if you're gonna get a card or not. And this is just a fucking. I got Jinembu. I'm like, I saw Jinembu. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't have him. Fair enough. I do not have that card. It's not the end of the world. But look at this. Look, I got so salty. I'm like, that was an ass animation. Dog shit multi. We gotta do another one. I gotta do another one. So I was like, yo, one more. And then look at this. Boo and Hercule flying on the back. I'm like, oh my goodness. And unfortunately, the way that Boo and Hercule flying on the back is that they changed it. Now it's not like a guaranteed featured LR anymore. It's just like a good like summon animation. Which kind of sucks, because I know back in the day, like, I would get that animation. I didn't even know at the time. I'm like, oh shit, I actually got that. But I did get the transforming Boo, so I got a dupe of him now. And he's actually pretty good. He's actually pretty cool. Not bad at all. I actually got another Tech Cell, which isn't terrible. I don't have him rainbowed. You know, like, it's not the end of the world. The fact that I got a dupe of Tech Cell, it's fine by me. And then last but not least, I got the Int Cooler, who, until his EZA releases, I will not use. He's just very whatever. But it looks like I've pretty much exhausted my resources when it comes to this banner. I did the 2 multis. I guess I'll do one more, get enough stones to do that. And then we'll do the free one. But LR Cell, looking like he's an elusive sicko. But, hey, at least I got the Gohan, right? We got something going on.